Hey, y'all. Hey, my name is Annette, and I'd like to ask you to forgive me for the delay, technical difficulties. As usual, I'm kind of in the woods, if you will. Good evening. I'd like to thank you for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I'd like to thank my producers, Frank and Christina Sasso, as I pick up something over here. Tonight, I'm drinking clear seltzer water. And let me tell you, the lemon lime is phenomenal. I love water, flavored water, seltzer water. Eat fruit, drink water, moisturize your feet, hands, and face, and mind your business. Good evening, y'all. Let's go. Our topic tonight is locking the door. And it's locking the door. It's real simple. I have 3 points, 3 examples, and 3 takeaways for you. We're going to be quick. And again, thank you for waiting. Tonight, we're talking about locking the door on people, places, and things that create chaos, nonsense, and drain your energy. People who try to interrupt your success. You know, there are people you never see or hear from until you're doing well. But let me tell you this, chaos doesn't knock on empty doors. If chaos is going to break in and create drama, there's got to be something in there. And usually it's you and or your success, what you're doing, how you're doing it, excuse me, and how you're succeeding. And people, just to be fair, most people don't realize, they really don't. They don't even think about it. Trust me on this. When they're interrupting you, they don't look, they don't think that that's what they're doing because they don't know any better, right? They just really don't know any better. And you have to excuse them and be mindful of the fact that people are people wherever you go. You got to remember that. And if you remember that, you're going to be all right. So hang in there, get to it, and don't let people distract you. Don't let people rule your world. You rule your own world. Again, I want to apologize for the distractions. It is indeed, technical difficulties. But people will try to interrupt you. They'll interrupt you in multiple ways, doing a ton of things. Let's start with the first thing that you have to do. You got to set boundaries. And listen, when you set boundaries, people are going to think you're difficult. They are. You're out of control. You're crazy. You're difficult. But you have to know who and what deserves your time and your energy. And if you don't, everybody, everywhere will take advantage of it. It's almost not 100%, but it's almost human nature that people, will disrupt you given the opportunity. You have to protect your peace. Not everything needs a response. Walk away from drama. That's right. Lock that door. Lock the door to chaos and drama. And again, to be fair, people who are used to creating drama and being in trauma and unhealed inner children, they don't know that they're doing this because it's what they're used to doing. And I'm not making excuses for anybody. I know somebody who has horribly misbehaved, and trust me, don't think they did anything wrong. That's because that's the way they're used to living. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Remember that. When people misbehave, if you haven't done anything and you haven't done anything, let them have that. All right? Stay focused on your goals. Keep your eyes on your own success and not anybody else's. And don't get drawn in by distractions. You have a business, for example, and you're doing well. And all of a sudden, people are fighting with you. They're fighting over you. They want to be friends. People like to be friends with people who are succeeding and have some measure of success. Doesn't mean that they're your friend. Remember that. It doesn't. I made that mistake a few times myself, more than a few times. But who's counting? Life is about learning, right? So Everyone can't have access to you. I just listen. I know we want to be friendly. I know we want to get along, but everybody can't have access to you. Not everyone is meant to be in your circle. And sometimes we want to help people and we like people and we love them and we want to do, they're not always meant to be there. Practice discernment. I slip on that every now and then, even now, with all of my wisdom and time behind me. Sometimes I slip on it because hey, it is what it is, but everybody can't have access. Some people come to disrupt and not support. And some people come to have their needs met and not necessarily be in partnership or be, into what you're into. Remember that. It ain't personal. It's just the way people are. You have to accept that. Not every battle is worth fighting. It's not. It's not. And listen, for the record, whenever you're in a battle or you've been in a battle, past tense, present tense, or future tense, here's what I want you to remember. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Do your thing and take care of yourself. That's right. Engaging in drama drains you. There's no power in that. There's really no power. And for people who are used to engaging in drama, they'll tie you up. They'll keep you tied up. Your energy is your currency. Spend it wisely. That's right. Lock the door on that drama and chaos. I don't care who it is, family, friend, foe, business partner, friend, whatever. Sometimes you got to lock the door temporarily and sometimes you got to lock it permanently. You decide how that works. Okay? You make that decision. Spend it wisely on people and things that uplift you. Listen, you'll have people tell you constantly, I don't do things because I want people to do things for me. Of course you don't, but you want people to pour into you the same way you pour into them at some point in time. Otherwise, you're doing all the pouring and eventually you're empty. And when you're empty, you have nothing to give but chaos. Remember that. 3 real life examples. A friend who only calls when they need something. If their presence drains you, it's time to lock that door. This is about locking doors on all things that create chaos, drama, and drain your energy. Lock the door. And especially when you're in a moment of success, remember, most people are really breaking and entering. The intention is not always good. I said most, not all. Take that to the bank now. Workplace gossip and drama. You know those people who know everybody's business all the time? Take a look at their life. What are they doing? What are they doing? Do they have successful, healthy relationships? Is their family practicing some sort of healthy? Is their life something you want to mirror yours after? Don't believe everything you see on social media. Social media is Hollywood. And when people are always creating a distraction about what they're doing, eh, you figure it out. Those gossips engage in negativity at work, kills productivity and your focus. Remember this if you don't remember anything else. If your circle is not educating you, growing you, exposing you to new experiences, people, places, and things, showing you, teaching you, encouraging you how to build your wealth and your health, that's not a circle. That's a cage. You can be in a cage anytime. Go get your circle, baby. I've shared about this often. Social media distracts, and most people believe what they see on social media. What's wrong with y'all? It's Hollywood. It's acting most of the time. If you take a look at the actual life and what's posted on social media, sometimes, I said sometimes, it doesn't match up. Comparing yourself to others is a waste of time. You're never going to measure up, especially on social media, because if you're comparing yourself, that means that you're not comfortable with yourself. So take this away. You have the power to decide who enters your space, control who and what you let in. I'm telling you, listen, a while back, I let a guy in, thought he was cool, wanted to help him, didn't have anything but his best interest at heart, and only as a friend, nothing else. And I tell you, the drain was real, but the lesson and the blessing in that, it'll never happen again like that. You'll earn your way. Silence is a response. Sometimes the best reaction is no response. I told you, the most powerful response is none. And if you're reading and looking on Facebook and thinking that your enemy or your foe or somebody you've been in disagreement with is talking about you, maybe you need to do a mirror check. Check, mirror. Look at yourself. Why do you think what? Be honest with yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do in the world. I know. I've had to practice that. Be honest with yourself. I'm honest with myself all the time. The truth ain't in you. When you protect your energy, your success grows. I'm telling you. When you stay away from all of that chaos, and as soon as my mind got clear, I finished my book. I created the program that I needed for the Black Girls Locker Room. I started to build success guides and free information in the Women Who Mean Business Institute Facebook page. Got active. I started reading more. I started traveling, and sometimes I travel virtually. Like I'll find a site that offers a free course about Rome, and I'll take it. Although I've been to Rome, I find sites that offer free opportunities to travel virtually. Do it. Do something different. I'm telling you, if your circle ain't right, you ain't tight, and the vibe ain't vibing. It's not. When you protect your energy, your success grows. I'm telling you, peace and focus lead to bigger wins. Lock the door and protect your energy. Stop messing with people who are messy. Stop looking for the latest trends and start looking in. Build yourself. I'm telling you, nobody's perfect. There's dysfunction in all of us. But if you breed dysfunction, it grows. It grows. Keep your hands off of what doesn't belong to you. Take that mirror check daily. Do a self-assessment at the end of the day and be aware. Awareness and discernment is key. Who's invading your circle? Who's trampling on your success? Who's bringing chaos and drama? You know. Do what you have to do. Lock that door and protect your peace. It's not selfish, it's sanity. Have a good night. My name is Annette. I'm your host here at Word on the Curve. Thank you for joining me.